Ours to Protect. Brought to you by Ireland's Classic Hits Radio, the IBI, and funded by Comisiún na Meán with the television licence fee. Check out ourstoprotect.ie for more information.
It's Ours to Protect on Ireland's Classic Hits Radio with Traic O'Brien on, and this week is the first part of our 3-part feature, Grow More in 24. So have you already started growing your own veg, or are you interested in giving it a go?
We don't, but we are. We're planning a small vegetable plot, so we're beginning to think about that.
Not at the moment, but again, something we would have talked about and would hope to do in the future.
I tried here and there, but not consistently, no.
We don't, but we actually are looking into doing that.
I do, yeah. Beetroot, potatoes, courgettes, tomatoes, garlic, onions.
Well, if you're interested in becoming more sustainable by growing your own vegetables, stay tuned while we look at the best ways to get started. As always, we've enlisted the help of an expert in the field, excuse the pun, and spoke with Ollie Greene from Betterplants.ie. I started by asking Ollie where the novice should begin.
Look, we would always advise customers, look at what you have available to you, right? So you might live in a semi-detached, or you might detached, or you could have a half an acre, or you might only have a balcony.
Okay.
So I think the first thing is assess what you have. Next thing is how much time I have to commit to this.
Okay.
Because you don't want to be committing to a large, investing straight off. You want to get started in your garden and you're all excited. Your neighbour has a polytunnel.
Yeah.
And they might have more time than you.
The Jones is next door. They have the polytunnel. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to just stand back and think what time I have, what space I have to commit to this. And the next thing, what do I like to grow?
Okay.
So once I think you have them three, factors sorted out, and I would take out a bit of paper and maybe draw out your garden, draw out your balcony and say, look, is it south facing, and then where am I going to put the beds?
Yeah, and even with the balcony, there's options there.
100%. Balconies, you can grow so much, and balconies are kind of very good. They're always normally south facing anyways.
Okay.
So you have plenty of sunlight.
Yeah.
You can grow in containers, like you can just upcycle, like even if you're buying milk cartons.
Yeah.
You can pop a bit, cut it in half, put some soil into it and start growing. You could grow garlic in it, you can grow your herbs, you can grow scallions in it, a bit of lettuce in one. So there's loads of things you can do without massive expense going into it.
Right. And if you do have your average kind of garden in a semi-detached house, you said, in a housing estate, there are things that you can start planning towards. Maybe down the road you might invest in a greenhouse or something like that, but start at a basic level here.
Start at a basic level, yeah, absolutely. So, I'd be thinking, there's so many different, you can go online, there's so many different options. I would say, if your mind is thinking polytunnel greenhouse down the road, I would say, well, where am I going to put that if I'm going to get one? You can build around all your beds.
Yeah.
And just maybe measure up the size of the one you might be thinking of getting and kind of build your garden around that. So then when it comes, you have everything ready. You can just put the dome over it or your greenhouse over it, and it's not going to affect the garden you have.
So start working on the content of the polytunnel before you buy it, about what you'd... Okay, and the kind of space that you want to give to that, or that you can afford to give to it from the garden.
Yeah, and I would. And if you have kids, I would, bring them on the journey of, if they like peas, get just a couple of peas and grow them, and, or they like green beans. It's a great way to get them involved in sowing the seeds, so then they can see the process as well.
And this is all trial and error.
100%. Look at...
Best way to learn.
Yeah, 100%. I'm shocking to say, I don't like saying I'm probably 30 years growing stuff now.
Right, yeah.
Do I get it perfect? No. Yeah. Every year I lose plants. Every year I will make a mistake. Every year something goes wrong. It's part of it.
Yeah.
Just as I always say, that's why they give you 200 seeds in a pack.
Yeah.
And someone gave me advice one time. Once you put the root down, it's it had the best chance to grow. So
after that, it should take off.
After that, you take off. Just once you take a bit of care and stuff like that, but there is a bit of effort to put into it. And that's why I say time. And that's why I'm saying there's no point starting off with a massive big tunnel if you're only home. If you're working and you're only home on weekends, or you only have an hour a week. Yeah. So that's the thing to plan, because the worst thing is you're out there and then you feel that, oh God, I have to be out in the garden today. You have to go out because you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you're getting a bit.
A chore. Yeah.
It shouldn't be another job to you, or you shouldn't be stressing about it. Look, plant died, just go and buy a new one.
Yeah, you'll find yourself going out to the supermarket too much if you're not enjoying it, and you just buy the stuff. Yeah. Okay, well listen, maybe we'll come back in a couple of weeks, Ollie, and we'll have a chat about sort of planning out what to have, maybe over the next few months as well, starting in early spring, and what would be the best thing to plant. And we'll come back a couple of weeks, grow more in 24. That's what we're going for here at Ireland's Classic Hits Radio. So we'll come back in a couple of weeks' time. But thanks very much, Ollie.
Thank you very much.
Lots of ideas there to get you going. And we'll have part 2 in a couple of weeks' time, when we'll look at the best way to plan out your space and to get the most out of it. Don't forget, you can listen back to all the features on the Hours to Protect page on classichits.ie or on hourstoprotect.ie.
Hours to Protect is funded by Commission na Meán with the television licence fee and is a partnership between Ireland's Classic Hits Radio and the Independent Broadcasters of Ireland. Check out hourstoprotect.ie for more information.